Professor Matt, it's Tara, back for one last installment for the semester. And I thought this subject was so interesting that I wanted to have my other two children in here. You met my oldest last week. So I have my other two younger children here. I'm going to introduce them. But I wanted to show some props and things also to kind of make my point. So, like I said, I wanted them in here so that they could hear this, so that they could try to understand it. Because I think as generations, younger generations, I think that they are more consumer based than, maybe some of us older people. So I wanted them to hear the explanation of this. So let me show you Alex. Okay, this is Alex.
Hello, Professor Matt. How are you doing?
This is Cameron.
Hello.
All right. So some of the things that I feel like I possess are my bookshelf. I read a lot and I like my books. As you can tell, it is packed full. This guitar, I own it. I wanted to learn how to play it, and I've tried a little bit, but not a whole lot. So that's an owning thing. And the bad thing is I have a couple more. I don't just have one. I do like to sing, so I have my microphone that I really take good care of because I sing a lot. And since I sing a lot, I have a lot of recording equipment and things that I do utilize. So I would say that I possess these things. I possess my printer because I use it all the time for school. If we want to be kind of funny, I possess that stuff too. I guess everybody does. Okay, funniness over. Okay, possessions. This is my desk. This is kind of where I live for now. So I possess an hourglass. No, I own this. I don't use it much. I think it's cool. I think it's actually only a half an hour glass because it doesn't last an hour. And then I own a Galileo thermometer just because I think it's really cool. I'm in between owning it and possessing it because I do look at it all the time to see what the temperature is. And Galileo is just a super cool dude. My Newton's cradle. I play with this a lot, but I would still say that I probably just possess it or own it instead of possess it. So anyway, I'm gonna give the camera back to Alex so that I can finish. Oh, this little refrigerator, coolest thing, holds 6 drinks, and I possess that because I use it a lot. All right, back to Alex. Okay, pop up so I can finish speaking. All right, so that's the difference. The difference between possessing something is, like my microphone, my recording equipment, because that's something that I use a lot. It uses my talents. I invest time in it. So that's possessing it. My computer, I possess that too because I use that all the time. Owning it, I try not to keep a lot of stuff around that I don't really use a lot, but it's for naught because I do. The guitars, I really, really want to possess those, but I own those. I pick them up every now and then, and I'd really like to spend more time on that. So I own it. They sit on the guitar stands. I have another guitar in a case under my bed. So this one's collecting dust. My favorite one is in a case. But maybe during the break I can do that a little bit more. sometimes we get down, depressed, things like that, and we think, oh, retail therapy, let's go do some of that. And then you go and you get some stuff and you bring it home and you're like, why'd I do that? What am I going to do with this? So I try to avoid that. But inevitably, it happens occasionally. But no, it doesn't fulfill a need. It doesn't fill an emptiness. It doesn't provide you with happiness to just go buy a bunch of crap. Children, okay? Pokemon cards, that's Cameron's thing. Now he's already looking on the internet trying to sell them. But he did possess those for a while. He spent a lot of time on those. But now he just owns them because they're in a box collecting dust. So he went from possessing to owning. Alex, he's an electronics guy, so he's got all kinds of electronics laying around. Some of them he messes with, some of them he doesn't. So he owns some of it and possesses some of it. And I would like for you to pick up the owning of things out of your bedroom floor, please. Thank you. Okay. So some of the things that I wrote down about Trimble's key points is Pelenexia, I believe is how it's pronounced. It says it is what one accumulates to when one always wants to outdo everything else by getting and having more. It is the cause of injustice, since always wanting to do or outdo others leads one to try to get what belongs to them, what isn't one's own. Having trouble reading my own handwriting. Anyway, he goes on to say, this getting and having more isn't just about stuff. Another minimalization primarily combats materialism. Plato demonstrates that it is not just for the desire of possessions that causes our decay, but also the desire for more recognition. What the Greeks mean is honor. So more success, more status, more power, more comfort, more pleasure. I've thought about this a whole lot. We're good. I've thought about this a whole lot throughout my adult life. I don't try to beat the Joneses. I don't want to be like the Smiths. I'm myself because everybody else is taken. I don't try to live up to anybody's expectations. And I don't want my children to do that either. So I want them to be comfortable. We have a vehicle. Alex is old enough. He has a vehicle. We have a roof over our head. We have electricity. We have the things we need. And I don't need to have a better car than the Joneses. I don't need a bigger house than the Smiths. And I'm trying to instill that in my children. I'm trying to get them to understand the value of $1, and spending your dollar on something that you're going to possess is going to be much better than spending your money on something you're going to own. Alex possesses his vehicle. He takes very good care of it. He fixes things on his own. He's very handy. He only takes it to the mechanic when he just absolutely can't figure it out, which is very rare. So I think I'm instilling a little bit in him. So reading all of this, it just kind of made me think deeper about the stuff that I've already thought about, because this is a big thing. And I think it's a big thing when you're a parent, because you want to instill values in your children, to not be wasteful, to be resourceful. So it makes me think more about, like I was saying, what I've already thought about. But I could definitely use some help on the spending. Not help, but I guess it will be on my mind to think more carefully about the things that I do purchase, especially during the holiday season. So I think that answers the questions. I really enjoyed reading this. I think that you picked a great time to go over this subject. But Alex's arm is really beginning to hurt, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I've enjoyed the semester. I've enjoyed learning. I've enjoyed becoming a junior philosopher. And it's given me a different mindset, and I'm going to continue to think of things in a philosophical way and try to help grow myself. Have a good Christmas. Bye.